Hello, hello, hello. Top of the morning to you. This is Admirable. We've got CommanderX here also on the mic and Suyooo on the camera. We're here for Team Fortress TV's coverage of the ETF2L Season 19 powered by TT Sports Division 1 Week 7 fixture between the Hello Kitty Ninjas and Lego. It's going to be Viaduct and Badlands. Now we've got that away, CommanderX. Engage me in some pleasantries here. How are you today, my friend?
I'm pretty good. I've had a day off work, so I'm relaxed, ready for some big TF2ing. It's basically the Div 1 final, so I'm excited to see if LEGO can win Div 1 once again. What was it, 2 seasons ago when they won it last? Is that right?
The Masters of the Sandbag. They get promoted with a flawless season, then they get smashed in the Prem, go down, win again. It could happen again. It probably will happen again. Right now, they're sitting on a perfect record. They've got their last game to play here tonight against HKN, and the only way that they can get knocked off that first base is if Hello Kitty Ninjas take all 6 points tonight. Anything less than that will mean that Lego finish top of the table and will automatically go to Prem. And Sunny Black has already warned them that if they win, they will never be allowed to play in Division 1 again.
Banned from Division 1 for being too good. That's an alright like accolade to have. Something to put in your team page. Officially too good for Div 1.
Too good for Div 1, but not good enough for Prem. Is that the sort of general consensus we're going with?
Invent like a Division 0.5 just for Lego. And maybe Cool Clan. You guys can just play a whole season where you play each other every week next season.
Remember that one map we took off EK? Oh, those were the glory days. But I've told the teams to go ready. I know they were waiting for us because they're super nice like that. But I'm going to do a quick roster rundown. If you haven't been paying attention to the Lego roster this season, it's all changed. F2 is going to be the Demo Man. Phil on Medic. It's going to be Zen switching up from Scout to Pocket. And he's been beasting in that role. Natural on Roamer. And then you're going to have Crizzle and Helberg, aka Ronnie O'Sullivan, as he's officially changed his name, playing Scout. Helberg, a beast sniper. We might see that in Viaduct. Then on the Hello Kitty Ninja side, you're going to see Pablo, the Polish medic, pocketed by Celentes, who isn't Spanish. He's actually from the UK. We've got Iron B and Aster playing Scout, and Josh on Roamer, the Irish carry of this team. Then Rusty, the German demo man, who doesn't tend to put out the most impressive damage numbers, but plays a really sort of supporting role for his team. And that seems to work out for them as they've ended up in contention right here at the end of the season, CommanderX.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be Viaduct and Badlands tonight, and it looks like we're going to start on Viaducts, which is an interesting map because obviously LEGO famed for their passive play. But this is obviously a map where aggression is king. So it'll be interesting to see if LEGO are going to try and adapt, try and do something more aggressive, or if they're just going to fall into the same old thing, just put Helberg on Sniper and just park the bus in front of him and wait for him to hit the shots. But I've not really seen anything of Hello Kitty Ninjas this season. I've not seen any games, so they're a bit of a wild card for me at the moment.
Yeah, I've played against them quite a few times in practice. Definitely lost maps to them on more than one occasion. They play a really solid style, probably a little bit like Lego, and that they don't tend to take risks, but they do at least commit to pushes. Unlike the old Lego, I haven't actually seen Lego play this season, so I'm sort of in the dark as well. Dr. Phil tells me they're going to be going live in 90 seconds. Oh, it's a full start now. I'm getting live updates here from the future, but yeah, I mean, there's been some sort of interesting strategies running the Prem Viaduct games in the last week or two. A lot of teams actually favouring to run that full-time sniper and just sit back and defend. Like you've seen it from Main Call. Cool Clan did it as well, but the reaction to that is that a lot of teams are coming out early on the mids. Like if they don't run their own sniper, then you have to get aggressive. You can't sit back. You have to just go straight forward and try and send your soldiers up onto the cliff, onto that China area, and try and put the pressure on. So it's going to be interesting to see if the teams can adapt, or if snipers even get played at all. I think in that game yesterday, however it was, eShock against AliExpress, there was very little sniping done from either team.
Are they actually? I don't know. Is everyone's warming up on weird classes on Lego? It's just got me asking a few questions. But I think they'll probably play with what they were expected to, what you went through earlier. But it'll be interesting to see, because you said Rusty doesn't really put out like huge numbers, you know, more of just a supporting role. But that's kind of what F2 does as well. So it'll be interesting to see with the demo men's not putting out that much damage or that much suppression, it might really open it up for everyone. For like the soldiers especially and the scouts to have a lot more to play with. So it might be a really exciting game. Hopefully.
Yeah, I think the scouts that are playing here, the 4 scouts, should have a lot of opportunities to follow up, because the soldiers here are going to do big damage. Like Josh, Salinis, Natural and Zen are all very capable, and it's going to be up to the scouts to clean up. We've gone live anyway, finally. But is this a false start or not? I don't know. I'm going to pretend that it is actually the game, CX, and you see the sniper out immediately from Hellberg there. Ronnie O'Sullivan with the headshot onto Rusty Demoman down. Josh is going to jump and gets domed! Big spree going on here. How many more? Gonna get another headshot. 3 for 3 here. 4! Hellberg!
It's just as well, really, because the rest of LEGO were really struggling to finish anything off and really get the damage done. But luckily, Hellberg won that middle pretty much single-handed. Pablo's going to get back pretty early after he saw his players dropping like flies, so we will have an Uber out from both teams. And FD seems to be holding forward, but he's holding by himself, and a scout sneaking up on him here. FD's going to be caught completely with his pants down. IMB's going to take that easy Demoman pick, and I'm really not sure what F2's plan of action was there. Now we're going to go into what I think is an Uber exchange in the middle. Soldiers trying to get aggressive here from the Kitteh Ninjas, putting so much pressure on LEGO, forcing them out, going to force the Uber off of them as well. LEGO have to pop, they're going to get 1 frag with it, but they haven't forced him. It doesn't matter because Hellberg's going to get the drop. Okay, every time it looks like LEGO's getting nothing done, Hellberg just changes the ball. Soldier's going to go on to Dr. Phil now, sets it up for IMB to get a 2k. And they're going to go so aggressive here, punishing LEGO, crushing loads of it. But there are players behind them now. A bit of a messy fight. Rusty's going to go down, IMB's going to get a 3rd one. And all this trading should fall into the hands of LEGO with those faster respawns.
Yeah, definitely. And they're already 6 up here as natural spawns. They're going to be moving straight in there. They've got the Hills, Phil and Crizzle pushing the point. And it's still Cookie Cutter from Hello Kitty Ninjas, but Ronnie O'Sullivan is going to stay on that scope. He's popped off a shot off the Iron B there, but Nitro goes down as well. They are going to be able to cap the point, and now you would expect to see LEGO backing off and playing around their sniper, immediately dealing with that bomb in from Salindes. And it's up to Hello Kitty Ninjas to come up with some sort of suicide play here, maybe, CX.
It's the immunity rollout, like Zen swapped off Pocket Soldier to Scout. Obviously Zen and main Scout have already made the swap to Pocket Soldier in this season, so really making use of sort of the versatility of their players here. And it's worked out for them so far, with about a 25-second lead right now, and they're going to have Uber for this Hello Kitty Ninja push. And they just seem to be hesitating a bit now, don't really know what door they want to go in. Soldier's going to jump in. They're actually going to pop through here. Demoman's going to jump pretty deep. Dr. Phil's going to pop straight back. Just trying to trade damage right now, but it's only really the Roamers who are low. FT's trying to put some more damage down. He can't really land anything now. He's going to get taken out. Natural's going to go down as well. Zen's going to get lost now. Lots of pressure on Dr. Phil. He's being chased out. He's down to 100. He's going to get out. He's going for a slice. He can't get the slice. Only 7 HP on IMB. And Dr. Phil's just about going to walk away from that as the rest of his team goes down. But LEGO really didn't seem prepared for that aggression after the Uber exchange.
Yeah, I think the sort of thing that let LEGO down there is their position. If you're going to play with a sniper, you know, you can't really control the flank. I feel like you have to sacrifice it or not contest it that hard. Like, they're getting drawn into these fights even though they're short-handed, but Ronnie O'Sullivan's going to find that headshot onto Josh. That's Roamer down right now for HKN. They're missing a lot of spam as LEGO just walk forward and crush faces. Ast is going to get a frag onto F2, the demo man, but will get cleaned up subsequently. And it looks like LEGO should be able to retake this one pretty quickly, and HKN will get that spawn bonus as soon as they lose control of the point. They have an Uber charge as well, so we could see a push pretty much immediately here, CX. But that sniper, he's watching Cliff.
Oh, but there's a soldier on the medic here actually. They quite far forward before the spawn squad. Then Natural's going to give a force for free. She's going to go deep, but he doesn't have a lot of support now. Here come all the soldiers. All of them give a point, but Dr. Phil has Uber now. He's going to save his scout, and they're going to try and hunt for frags. They've got 2 frags, so but the scouts are starting to really finish stuff off now. F2's going to be dropped as well. Dr. Phil's going to be eliminated by Josh, and the LEGO scouts here really couldn't find the cleanup that they needed, and they're all going to be cleaned up instead. Only Natural respawning there after getting that early force, and it looked so good for Lego, but they just couldn't land the shots of the cleanup. Really good job of scattering by the Hello Kitty ninjas. I want to say something that's not Hello Kitty ninjas.
HKN.
HKN. Okay, I'm okay with that. Carry on.
Yeah, again, Lego just getting really drawn out there. Valente's spamming from the cliff, gets knocked back, but Rusty with the trap there kills F2. That's Demo Man down for Lego. And Lego seem unconvinced as to whether they should push or not. They still know there's a minute on the clock. Valente's jumped on the cliff, he's pressuring Ronnie O'Sullivan, he's gone down. And Dr. Phil the medic has backed off to respawn, but they've still got their demo down, so Lego sort of get free admission here if they want to come out of spawn. They don't have to fear the stickies, but they will be aware that it's uber advantage for Pablo. He's sitting there on a full charge. Phil doesn't have his yet, but they might know that. Silentes is going to bomb forward, doesn't take much damage, but he has got the intel that the push is incoming, and he's calling for his team to get in that focus fire. Natural and Zen have gone ahead here, and they've taken a lot of damage. Their health is going to be poor here, and this is going to slow down the push. Only 25 seconds left on the clock here as the Ubers get traded. The spawns still favour Lego as they don't control a point, but they need to find frags quickly or at least gain some position here on the point. But already Rusty's setting down the stickies, he's zoning them out. And they've isolated Zen, he's going to get rushed by both scouts, but somehow survives, backs off to regroup with his team. And look at the frags here, HK and lose 4. Oh my god, Lego might just get it back in time here, CX.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a poor Uber at first, but F2 manages to find 2 frags at the end of the Uber there. Zen baits the scout kind of in and just turns around and finishes him off. And suddenly it's kind of roles reversed right now. 30 seconds for HKN to get back into this point, but Lego will have Uber soon. They're on 70%, so they need to go aggressive really quickly. They lose IMB so as they go in. Trade for Natural. Hellberg's going to get a pick as well. Soldier's going aggressive now. Dr. Phil on 86%, but now he's separated. He's trying to heal F2, but Silentes is going to finish him off. Crizzle's going to kill him and meet up with so close to Uber, 92%, 95%, 97. He's almost lost everyone. Crizzle's still fighting down on 6 HP. He needs to meet up with his Nick. Dr. Phil can't find anyone. Soldier's going to arrive. He's going to try and get it on. The Uber will be popped. Pablo does not have Uber, but they can't. Natural can't land the rockets. He can't land the rockets. There we go. Eventually he goes down, but has he wasted too much time killing that medic? F2's going to jump in and trade. The point will eventually go to HKN. And oh my god, just again with the Uber, this time Natural not quite cleaning up as quickly as you should have done with no sort of easy, invulnerable shots.
Yeah, Lego really need to play around their medic after those Uber situations and like just blob up around Phil, make it easy for him to heal you, and like sort of create that wall of bodies that Ronnie O'Sullivan can snipe from behind. But there's a headshot. Zen's already had first blood onto Silentes. It's turned to a 4-on-4 here as we see HKN trying to throw bodies behind to put pressure onto Hellberg. They have distracted him briefly, but now he's back popping shots off here. But meanwhile, Iron B's going to rush in and take out F2, but there is a soldier on the point coming in behind. He's going to get sworded. 3-rune blade going to slay Natural there. And Ronnie O'Sullivan isn't really having that much of an impact in this middle. Maybe if they're just counting on him to carry, it's too much of a weight to bear, CX.
Yeah, he got the early pick on the Demo Man, but sort of straight away after that he was forced out and there weren't enough other Lego players left alive. The soldiers from HK going really aggressive, and now they're going to go aggressive again, trying to force that forward hold, but is Pablo going to get dropped? Natural lands him, and Natural gets a 2k off the back of that, I think. They get some more frags, and they're just going to pile forward. F2's a little bit isolated, he might go down, but it shouldn't really do anything but slightly delay them as the Lego scouts come forward here. But Josh is actually going to pick up a 2k somehow. A bit of a misstep from Lego, and now Josh is going to try and get aggressive. Crizzle's going to come back and clean that up. When Lego go forward, they seem to kind of come forward in like 2 people will go forward before everyone else, and they'll get focused down, and then 2 more people will try and come in, and it just doesn't really seem to be like working as smoothly as it should, as like a push should do when they have that many numbers. They're just slightly out of sync on these like pushes in.
Yeah, I need to see a bit more discipline, a bit more control from them. Like, all they need to do is make that space for Ronnie O'Sullivan. And he seems well capable of hitting the shots. Zen going to clean up Josh there, who got close to land a rocket on Phil, but was denied pretty much instantly after that. The suicide wave here, not really too effective, if that's what it even was. Was it all a distraction for the big spy play?
Yeah, except the spy was on the floor going for a backstab on the Roman Natural instead of behind the medic Phil.
High value target, man.
Yeah. we did get the drop on his medic, so maybe it was a elaborate revenge plot. But now we're going to come out with a full Uber HKN. Looks like we want to go through this left-hand side. They're posturing, so we're trying to spam their way in right now. We're going to Uber through, but Rusty's going to go deep. Silencer's going to get picked off straight away. He will catch his demo man there. Nice work from Pablo. But F2's going to jump behind, try and pick someone up. Medic's really far forward. Pablo in a lot of trouble. He'll go down. So does Rusty. Now it's for 2 key targets. Now it's up to the soldiers and scouts from HKN to get anything done. Frizzle's cleaning them up. And the other 2 guys are just going to have to fall back, I think, here. Although AST might go for a bit of a hero play, taking on a fully buffed Zen. Nothing to be had there, though. And HKN can't break this Lego hold of a point right now.
Yeah, credit to Zen for remembering to stay near his medic. Phil has survived, even though they did pop off there. He's still got that significant Uber advantage, but with no Uber on the field for either team, this is the perfect time for HKN to push. They have those superior spawns. If they trade here, it's good, but Ronnie O'Sullivan's going to dome Pablo across the map. He's on a 5 kill streak right now as F2 also kills off Josh, but he himself has gone down. It's 4-on-4 right now, but again, the spawns have switched. They've changed hands here, so it's Lego who are going to spawn faster. They can just back out, keeping the medic alive, having that Uber advantage. The charge is going to be up real soon, so even though they've lost the point, it's only going to be a few seconds as they can repush pretty much immediately.
Yeah, they're getting on the point already right now. They're going to have a full Uber, and I imagine HKN want to try and force them here. Roma's trying to make his way to force it. Demoman's walking through as well, but there's lots of spam. Scout's going to catch a pipe and then get body shot. He's eliminated. Another soldier's arriving now for HKN. He's going to try and go for Dr. Phil, but he can't get very deep. Rusty's jumped as well, and that will eventually get up. Pablo needs to get out of here right now. It looks like the scouts want to chase, but he should be too far away. Crizzle going, F2 going. He's going to get to spawn, run into another scout, but F2's actually going to result in picking him, and they're going to lose another 2 people straight away just to save the medic and get him out of it. But they do have an Uber advantage because of that. So long term they have advantage to push with, but there's only 30 seconds left. So they're going to have to get this one right straight away right now. They're going to come up through the left-hand side, both soldiers leading the way again. No Uber popped off yet, and they still have to worry about that Hellberg sniper as they make their way into the point here.
Yeah, the Lego are playing quite spread out here. This is a dangerous game. Like Hellberg is only got F2 to protect him there, but he does get the body shot on the Pablo, so that's going to be a drop. Didn't even matter. The cap just changes hands there. 4 seconds left on that Lego clock, but it's 1:40 still before HKN can even think about claiming victory. You're going to see Josh lunge skywards there. He's 57, going for the kit behind. The Uber gets popped off here by Phil. I'm not entirely sure why, but if they can just secure this point, it's going to be real tough for HKN to do anything about it. Josh is poised to come in from behind. He's making the distraction. Somebody needs to touch the point, though. It's not going to happen. Lego going to tie it up 1-1 here, and it's first to 3 we play in Europe CX. In case you forgot.
Yeah, thanks for that little fact. But yeah, it seems like whichever team sort of gets that early sort of stranglehold on the point just seems to be able to eke it out. 1-1 right now. We're going to go into the next mid. Hellberg's still on sniper, so Lego are trying to play the long game here. No real aggression from HKN yet. Rusty's going to start moving forward. Soldiers tries to jump and gets denied, but scouts are getting across the point. They're taking so much damage, but Dr. Phil's just been left by everyone right now. Luckily, some nice aggression from Zen's going to sort of get him out of there. And they're just getting all the picks. They're just wearing him down right now. I didn't hear a lot of headshots from Hellberg, but he just seemed to be hitting like just consistent damage on everyone. Like, I think he got a big body shot on that soldier, then a couple of other body shots as well, just to wear everyone down. And yeah, we talked about that early aggression that other teams have been using, you know, against a sniper.
It's not happening, is it?
Yeah, we didn't really see any of that. Like, as soon as the soldier tried to jump, Hellberg was already with a charged up shot to slow him down. And now the soldier's going really deep again, not quite sure where he's planning to go. Silencer's going to go straight down, but he's opened the door for the Uber to come in. The Ubers will be exchanged. Lots of multi-ing going in, but the flank is so far forward for HK, and they're going to get absolutely crushed by Zen and Natural. And now it looks like Natural wants to take this all the way home, going to crush Ironbead. Pablo's going to try and get out as well. He might just be able to get out, but they pinned him so far back right now. They're only going to lose Zen for it.
Yeah, great reaction from Lego there, totally ignoring the Ubered HKM players and just smashing that flank. And I have to go back to what you said about the mid. Like, the soldiers just need to go immediately. Like, they can't wait around. They just have to go straight forward, try and jump Cliff and China if that's what they want to play to counter the sniper. But sitting back and allowing Ronnie to take those shots, you know, it's just not smart. Ast is going to snipe now though for HKN. They seem to be getting frustrated here. They're going to change it up. But right now it's a minute and 20 seconds lead for Lego here as the clock continues to tick down in favour of our red team. Josh is in deep trying to contest and demo. He's just about, but Ronnie's going to get the counter hit there onto Ast, and now he will have free reign here. He's got great protection from his team as they try to go in. They do get the force though, but still they control that point, and Ronnie reigns supreme here, CX.
Yeah, the soldier, I think it was Josh right at the end there, just gets the force on Phil by putting him down to 7 HP. But again, in all this time, Lego have taken a pretty much, it's going to be a 2-minute advantage by the time HKN come in with the super push. And they've not even taken control of a point once yet in this game. They're coming through the low ground again, they're pushing into Hellberg, going to uber early because of it. Everyone's going to jump forward to try and get the frags. Dr. Phil's quite far forward, but he should be able to sleek out as they're focusing down the other players. They do have a player behind them. The soldier's coming behind on the point. He's going to put a lot of pressure on their medic's going to go to 10 HP. Crizzle will come in and finish that one off. He will get forced out, but really messy trade for HKM. They get control of a point, but they don't really have the resources to hold on to it for long with the quick respawns coming in for Lego.
Yeah, you know, whenever you're sort of in that situation when you're about to take the point, you have to remember it's sort of like there's an implied spawn time. Like, if you die and then cap the point, you're going to get extra seconds added onto your clock, and equally if you died and you lose the point, you're going to get a little bonus there and spawn quicker. And as such, Lego have been able to enter for free here, winning that sort of spawn time advantage, but their engagement has gone pretty terribly. They've ended up with a 4-on-4 here. They've lost their demo man, their main damage dealer, so even though they will get those spawns in a little earlier, this push is going to be a struggle for them. Crizzle's putting damage onto Josh, forcing him back, but he then gets pressured back by ASTT, and Zen comes in and almost kills Josh.
Behind. They've lost track of Natural. Natural's going to get one rocket onto the medic, going to get a second one down. They knew he was there initially, but everyone just seems to forget about it, like lose concentration. And Natural just gets a free bomb in on the medic. 2 rockets, down he goes. Pablo can't find the surf. And Natural's gifted his team a huge uber advantage to re-pushing this with.
That's going to be crucial here for Lego. They're still actually in the league. It's 52 seconds on their timer. Another 50 to go before they will have to surrender that one, but they're already moving forward here. They have that charge. They've actually been forced here. Salenti's going to go down to Ronnie, but Josh will go down as well. Both soldiers sacrifice themselves for that force. And the safety of Pablo seems to be guaranteed. He's not quite in the spawn, but he jinxed them! 74 health. The second rocket didn't connect there from that shot. Pablo's going to be able to grab the kit, and Lego throw good players after bad here.
Yeah, now the other scout, Crizzle, might get picked on. Now he can't even make it to the health pack, but Hellberg takes out Pablo once again. They will get the recap, but again it costs them their medic, and you have to wonder how long it's really going to take. Josh just managed to finally catch out Hellberg as he doesn't see him coming. Pablo's going to respawn now, but Phil was only 25% away from Uber, and they're starting to push already. They're going to get a pretty easy pick on Josh there to open it up. They're going to have to just avoid this nade spam. Should be pretty easy repush for Lego right now. They get another pick. There's not a lot they can even do here right now. Lego are even going to have to use as Natural gets a 2k. 30 seconds left, and Lego have a point, and they have an Uber to defend it with. They're going to have to hope for a drop or something. They're just waiting for all 6, and then they're going to go. They need to force the Uber out sort of right now and get time on point. It's going to be really difficult for HK. Here come the soldiers to get the force pretty early. Dr. Phil happy to pop. Pablo gets taken down again. That's 2 picks already. The rest of the players are going to try and fight, but it's going to be so difficult for the remaining players. They need to touch the point. Not even anywhere near close to touching the point. Not that I think it would have made much difference. And Lego now put themselves a point away from winning the first map here.
Yeah, I get the feeling that HKN maybe haven't practiced against a team that run a sniper of Hellberg's caliber, and they seem to be really struggling to deal with it. They're rolling out with 2 soldiers again. Let's see if they can get aggressive before that window closes, and they are getting straight up there onto Hellberg. And look, he's got no cover. He's trying to fight Salenti's here. He's got the SMG out. Might do it. He's got back up there as well from the rest of Lego. Oh my god.
I feel like if you're going to throw everyone forward, you should probably get more than 1 equalizer kill. Like, the idea was right, but they all seem to sort of just... Lego just sort of like conceded the entire point for it on their own side, and like there was no sort of focus fire from HKM. They all just kind of forced them back and then took some 1v1 none of them worked out, and because they went so far forward, they just left Pablo completely exposed, and Natural got all over him and gave him the Uber advantage they have right now to defend this point with. And look how far back Dr. Phil is, just on there, just pumping Hellberg full of heals, but it's not going to matter as IMB takes him down actually. So there goes the sniper advantage for Lego, and the rest of the team are going to move on. His team are going to move on to point now with that added freedom. The Uber's going to be popped off right now. Zen's going to try and focus down this soldier. He's going to get one, but they could do with more frags off this. Soldier's going to go deep to try and get some, but it's not really working. Zen's going to get the demo man, but it's only 2 picks, and they're going to be back within under 10 seconds. And now Soldier's going for Pablo. Now he doesn't quite have Uber. And Hellberg's going to back on the field as sniper, so it's going to limit Pablo's movement right now. He's having to stay behind the rock, meeting up with his team now, and they're trying to contain Hellberg. But it looks like Lego are happy to just regroup and spawn and go again with full numbers.
Yeah, it seems like no matter what questionable decisions the rest of Lego make, they've always got Ronnie O'Sullivan there to pop a few heads and really make HKN think twice about pushing forward through those open spaces. But F2 and Natural bombed in here. Crizzle's gone down as well for a suicide play. They have managed to force Pablo, and Phil is back in spawn now, but he hasn't really been building that hard. He will have Uber in 20%, so no real time lost there, but they will be looking to push as soon as that spawn wave comes in. They're going to be bringing their combo through that right hand side in the red perspective, and they're sending Ronnie O'Sullivan to the left, it seems. But if he goes that way, he's going to be run into a sticky trap from Rusty, who's holding forward on the cliff. They've been spotted here. Josh with a big air shot, just almost hits the double, goes in, gets the force there, and immediately Uber has been popped off. Pablo's making his way out, but he's getting pressured hard by F2. He's trying to land one more pipe here to kill off that Polish medic, but can't do it. And HKN looking pretty good here to hold the point, CX.
Yeah, they hit a pipe on that scout as well, and AST is going to fish that one off. IMB is going to dome the other scout, and suddenly, even though it looks like it was going quite well for Lego, after F2 couldn't find that finishing shot, they really got pinned all the way back, and Lego are going to have to go back to spawn once again, and back to the drawing board. Pablo's going to have full Uber sitting on this point, but he's quite. I think they're going for a forward hold as well, but forward hold with a sniper is sort of a rookie mistake, especially since Lego have already started moving through the other boards. Now Pablo's in a really awkward position, really far forward. He's going to lose Rusty, then he's going to get popped really far forward by one scout. Really messy play by HKM. They are going to get a few picks, but it was just sort of. I think Lego were going for a suicide wave, and HKN just gifted the force to them there by being that far forward and that unorganised.
Yeah, I think if they're going to do that and like use their Uber there, they should continue to hold forward as they're sort of doing here and make it really hard for Lego to push out, like make them have to pop their Uber to even leave their spawn. They seem to be having mixed success here though. They've lost Josh and Silentes. Now the Uber comes out from Phil. He's going to encourage his players forward. There is a scout behind. Ast is going to kill off Ronnie O'Sullivan, so now they have a player behind, and that's going to be nagging at them. It's in the back of their minds right now, and the rest of HKN are going to begin to move forward with Ast making the distraction, kills off Zen in a 1v1 as well, gets that med pack, and is still a threat there. And Lego just, they're going to cut their losses, man. They're going to back out.
Yeah, Natural's behind though still. He's still threatening them. He gets one rock onto Pablo before getting forced out. But now F2 is going to jump in, puts the medic down to 20. He's still trying to spam, desperately trying to spam. The scouts coming in. Frizzle will eventually finish it. Meanwhile, Dr. Phil has retreated all the way to spawn. So Dr. Phil has earned himself a big Uber advantage. And Lego keep getting the forces, or in this case the medic, but they've not got the point back yet. So now they have 30 seconds to get the point back, or they're going to lose this round and we're going to go to a winner takes all round. Lego making their way in through this right hand side, but HKN are stacked on the other side, going to put the pressure on. Josh is going to trade sort of one. I don't know. Yeah. It's kind of really messy right now. Silentes is going to get 2 actually. He swapped on to Scout right now, so they're trying to match them a bit here. They're still spamming. 1 second left. They will start the point in time with their greater numbers. And they will have Uber, but then that gives a whole minute and 22 seconds for HKN to get back in. And
yeah, that was really ropey there from Lego, but they somehow managed to make it work. Those spawns coming in as well, always going to help there. I thought they might just throw it there, but they have managed to get a foothold in this round. It's a minute to go, and the Uber is about to come up for Pablo, but it's going to be battle of the snipers here. Iron B versus Ronnie O'Sullivan. Who's going to do the damage? Iron B just getting back on the respawn. He's going cliff. The Uber comes in. Phil's going to pop long after Pablo has a good few seconds there milked. Rusty's gone behind. What happens here?
Oh my god, Rusty tries to sticky jump out after Ubering in, and Zen just shoots for sticky from underneath his feet, so he goes to sticky jump away. Just goes nowhere. And then after that, Pablo has a hard time getting out. Rusty has to jump behind on low health. He gets picked off. And now Lego is getting the better of this messy fight for now, but the spawns will come in. It's really up to the scouts from Lego to do the delaying work. Only 25 seconds left. HKN needs to take this cap if they want to stay in this map right now. HKN are going to have one non-Uber push for this. 15 seconds left on the clock. They're going to start moving in. They're going to try and focus down these players on the flank right now, but Natural does a good job of distracting and getting out. Only 8 seconds left. They have to get on the point now. F2's going to go down. That's most of their spam damage gone right now. They're going to focus down the scout. Lego are coming in to block, but Lego are just a little bit late out of the gate right there. Don't even make it to the point. Bit of a weird one there.
Indeed, and that's going to make this game much more interesting. As we've gone to 2-2, we're into the last round here. It's winner takes all here in the final round of the first map. Pro Viaduct, let's see what HKN's plans are. They're rolling out with the cookie cutter, so two soldiers going to go straight in there, but Zen with the body block totally denies Selentes. Ronnie's going to get the credit for that frag, and Sniper survives as well, but AST did manage to kill off Natural, but that was the only frag in favour of HKN as Pablo and Rusty back out, and their attempt at aggression just ran into a brick wall there.
Yeah, a brick wall by the name of Zen, and the problem with the soldiers both went the same way, so if one gets denied, they both get denied because they take the same splash. So the idea is right, it's just the execution right now. But either way, Pablo survived. Hellbow's going to go down, IMB winning Natural. That should open the door for them a bit. We see Selentes on scout again. They're going to get all over the point and force for Lego Uber, but Rusty's going to need saving right now. Nice work from Pablo to get there in time. He's going to flash him again to keep him alive. Soldier's going to try and go behind. There's now two players behind from Lego, but they're both on low HP. HKN having to split their resources now to fight on two fronts. And that's going to leave Josh to be isolated on the point, but meanwhile HKN have cleaned up the players behind. And now they're going to force their way in. Selentes is going to take the 1v1 with Crystal. Dr. Phil's going to get separated. AST should surely finish this, he doesn't do it. Meanwhile the scout's behind trying to fight F2 as well. F2's going to go bled down from Selentes. It's great work from the scouts, AST and Selentes. Selentes not a main scout, obviously, normally the soldier for the team, but doing a great job there.
Yeah, he's got the DM skills for sure. Lego
well.
on the oh, what? Then into Rusty there. It means no stickies waiting for Lego. They're going to move forward quickly. Josh and Ast go down as well. So it's I was going to see 2-man, 1-man advantage. Natural going to get taken out there, assassinated by Selentes, who is distracting for Iron B to continue to get the shots off. Crizzle goes down to the scope, but Ronnie O'Sullivan, F2 and Phil are moving forward. Zen's coming in as well, and they're going to be able to push back any remaining HKN players and start capping that point. But that sniper, Iron B's peeking from Cliff.
Oof. They still have the Uber though, HKN. They need to use it quite aggressively here. They're going to lead with Rusty. The scouts can get involved as well. They're going to focus down Phil, but Phil serves nicely away. And he's going to make it really difficult for HKN to get many frags with the Uber. They find one. They should be able to find a soldier behind, especially if Natural's going to jump into a wall like that. But Natural does take down the IMB sniper threat before he goes down. And now we see Dr. Phil with a massive Uber advantage. And it looks like they want to come out this right-hand side with the scouts and demo. And again, a kind of aggressive play from HKN, but only on one side. So Lego have just gone the other way and walked in for free. Not a lot of pressure right now, but there is a scout above him who I think they want to drop down. He's just going to drop and get the sniper pick. He's now right behind the medic. Dr. Phil's surely going to have to pop, but he drops F2. This push goes horribly wrong. Zen's going to pick up the aggressive scout of Selentes, and the scouts are going to go on the prowl right now. But they don't have a whole lot of backup. Natural's coming in as well. Lego trying to put the pressure on, but they're not really committing to this very much. They're just trying to intimidate the HKN back.
Yeah, they've decided to cap the point here, so HKN having those spawns coming in, and their demo man up. Oh, Pablo under big pressure there, does survive, juking into the house, and Natural gets cleaned up, but Lego 2 down now. They're going to leave Ronnie forward to fire off a few headshots, see if he can hit a hero shot, but it hasn't happened. They're going to regroup now with the respawns, but look how close the time is. It's just ticked down in favour of HKN again, but about a minute 20 left for both teams. A forward hold here from the blue team. They're going to use that Uber and hold very close on the cliff side, but they've really left themselves exposed on the other flank, and Lego seem to be reading that one. They're starting to move around to the right here. Ronnie's looking for a shot from main, but meanwhile the scouts and soldiers are just chipping away at these blue players who aren't near the combo, and I think HKN have wisely decided to back out, but a bomb's coming as Josh gets Ronnie, but Phil is only just coming out of spawn now, so Medic was safe there, at least CX.
Yeah, probably a good trade for Josh. He was happy to just take Hellberg out of the equation. Gives Pablo so much more freedom to move across point. Because it seems like, look at where they're positioned now, they're quite far forward on the point. They want to meet Lego with that Uber, keep him away from the point, stop him getting any cap time. And Lego are just trying to sort of edge their way in right now, but the clock's against them. They're down to 30 seconds. They're going to lose Crizzle quite early on. They are going to get the Uber force out, and in comes Dr. Phil to save these players. He's going to save F2, but F2 can't really find anyone to damage right now. Rusty's taking most of the attention. There's a scout behind now, and it looks good for HKM. They've got 3 picks now. Going to be really tough. Only 15 seconds left on the clock from Lego, and only 3 players without any heals, and now F2's starting to get focused down. They're going to have to go for this. 5 seconds left. They're going to have to try and make their way in. The scouts have respawned. The scouts come in. They're all coming in. They're trying to pile onto the point. There's so much damage going on them. They're all going to get cleaned up, and HKN take the map.
Oh baby, this means we have a game in our hands in terms of that title race, but massive credit there to Silentes and Josh. They just absolutely decimated the Lego flank there. Silentes wins a one-on-one with Crizzle, then baits 2 other guys into Josh. They get 3 frags there before the Lego push it even started, and they committed to it, and it was just an absolute car crash, but huge plays coming out from those 2 players in particular. Got to salute them. CX, let's take a look at the logs.
The logs tell me the top 4 players on damage were all from Lego. Lego had 4k more damage as a team, 17 more frags as a team. Pablo dropped 3 Ubers, I think all of them to Hellberg, and Lego had 7 more Ubers than them in total. And Lego won 4 of the 5 mids, and then proceeded to lose the map 3-2.
Yeah, I think the stats are always a little hard to read on Viaduct. Like, probably the fact that they lost so many mids meant that they were always behind, so they had to start giving away these suicide frags and damage. And maybe the fact that Phil Ubered so many times is sort of indicative that he got forced a lot. And really, even though he stayed alive, it wasn't that advantageous for his team. And yeah, they are interesting stats, sort of a bit of a paradox there on Viaduct, but they made it a close game despite being pretty bad on middles against that sniper, and just managed to snatch it away from Lego right there at the end. And we said before the game started that these guys needed all 6 points if they want to finish first in the division. By taking those 3 points, they've at least guaranteed that they'll finish second. No one can catch them now. There was a danger that Animate might have been able to force them into a tiebreaker, but they'll be happy. But the real work is still ahead of them as we move on to Badlands here, CommanderX.
So yes, this puts HKN on 22 points, and Lego remain on 24 points with their first loss of the season.